right, guys. So this is the diaper break, the first part of the diaper break. Um, so yeah. What's up, Royals? I haven't been breaking in a while. Been a little busy. So I need to go home and get some sleep so that I can be back. I wanted to be back at 6 a.m., but now that I think about it, I don't really want to be back at 6 a.m. It's almost 2 a.m. now. This is gonna take a better part of an hour. That'll be 3 a.m. Then I'd have to be back at 6. No, that's not a good idea. So instead, I change it. I'll just start at 9 tomorrow. Ish, 9-ish. Just because I need to get some sleep. Hey, man. All right, guys. Ta-da! Diaper break. I do apologize this took so long. It's just been kind of hard to do because, none of this actually worked out. None of this worked out. I haven't seen anything that anybody sent. I've gotten the packages. I just I'm just waiting because everything's gonna go to his mom. His mom has him. She wasn't going to. At first she was gonna have him stay with me, but she changed her mind. So she has him. So she has all the formula, all the diapers and stuff like that. And then anything that's come in more recently than like last Friday, last Thursday. Well, before Thanksgiving. So anything that's come in since then, I haven't seen. But I do have to get all that stuff to her. Yes, sleep, right? I do, but the reason that I want to get some sleep is because I will be busting Bowman like I'm gonna be busting Bowman probably 20 hours tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. I'm excited about it, but I do need to get some sleep. So Twins Duran, that's the first auto. Duran. But yeah, no, I don't want to get sick. For the 100 caser, there's just a few spots left, and I'll tell you guys, I haven't, obviously I haven't told them, but it looks like I'm going to be able to add 2 cases. So what I was thinking is, instead of adding, I think I'm going to add a super jumbo to both breaks. It looks like that's what I can do. So it'll be 102 case break, and if you only have half or whatever, it'll be 51 cases. I've seen some of those. You know what Amazon does to me? Like, they'll let me load like 4 or 5 of them, and then they start sending me the "Are you a robot?" thing. So I've only done a few of those so far. I've got to go through and do all of the gift cards. But yeah. So she has everything. She has all the diapers. She has the crib that I bought. We had a crib. My parents bought a crib too. So they're pretty upset. They're pretty upset about the whole thing. Jesus Sanchez. But I don't know. I don't know what I could do. Nico Horner. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. With a custom image. Okay. All right. Let me do autos in color. But I will tell you this: we go for embryo transfer. Our third, is it third? Our third embryo transfer. I want to say 10 days. We don't actually have a concrete date yet, because they do the ultrasound, and they do a bunch of things. They test hormone levels and stuff like that. But we've done this, like I said, this is our third time. So looking at that, it looks like we're probably going to do embryo transfer in about 10 days. My wife's all mad because she has to take these hormone injections and they make her really sick. So she was in bed today, not happy with me at all. So it was nice to come to work and get away. And let me tell you what my godsons did. So you guys know that I have a 9-year-old, soon to be 10, a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, and they live with me, right? We take care of them, and they live with us. So their mother lets them not go to school a lot. Tyler Phillips for the Rangers, a lot, not go to school. The 9-year-old just hates school, and so he gets away with it. But I told him, I said, listen, you are going to school. Austin Warner, 13 out of 25. You're going to school every day. He's missed 8 days already. I was like, you're going to school every day from now until the end of the year. But basically, it's only 3 weeks. He's only got to go, 15 days. That I was like, and I don't want to hear it. I was like, if you miss one day, I'm taking away your PlayStation. Right? And that's this kid's whole life, Fortnite is everything to this kid. That's all he cares about is Fortnite. So he was really worried that I'm going to take it. So I'm like, you do not miss a day. And what he'll do is he'll call his mom, and he'll get his mom to say he can stay home. And then he'll tell me, yeah, I'm allowed to stay home today. And I was like, well, then, have your mom come get you, because I got to go to work. I got stuff to do. What am I supposed to do? You're not going to school. So anyway, my goddaughter, she lives with us too, her and her girlfriend. You guys met her. She does the football break sometimes. Zach Brown, but she's really shy and she doesn't want to do breaks, so there went that idea. But she lives with us and her girlfriend, because when she came out, Purple Jelly, when she came out to her family, it didn't go very well, and so she needed a place to stay. So I was like, we got a spare room, knock yourself out. So then her girlfriend moved in, but they're pretty nice roommates. They don't bother anybody, and they help out. And of course, Jiley works for me, so whatever. But she takes the kids to school because I'm working just crazy hours right now, getting out the holiday break, the holiday mystery boxes, and then setting up for draft, all this stuff, right? So she takes them to school. But her dad called her today. He was snowed in Boston, and his plane's landing, right? So he told her he needed to get picked up. Could she pick him up from the airport? So she's like, okay. So she's the only one with a reliable car in her whole family. So she can't take the boys to school, right? So she tells the 9-year-old that she's leaving. She's like, listen, you've got to get your padrino and you've got to wake him up and tell him he's got to take you to school because I have to go to the airport. And he's like, okay. So she leaves, and the little sucker, instead of coming to wake me up, he texts me. Knowing, I've only been asleep for 2 hours. He texts me, can you give us a ride to school? And then he went back to bed, right? So he figures he's got an out because he texts me. So he asked for a ride to school, and then he went back to bed. So man, when I got up and found out they hadn't gone to school, whew, I was hot. Peyton Henry for the Brewers. So I took away his PlayStation, and he's like, you can't take away my PlayStation because I asked you for a ride to school. And I was like, yeah, you text me knowing good and well I'll sleep through it. So I'm taking it. He's like, no, you can't. I'm going to ask my mom. I said, well, then she's got to come get you. So he does not have his PlayStation. He is losing his mind. Well, he's in bed right now, but when he's awake, he's losing his mind. He can't take it. So, I mean, I can't take his PlayStation for like the entire Christmas break, but I'm going to make him get a note from his teacher saying that he caught up for the time he missed, and then I'll probably give it back to him this weekend. That is, yeah, she kept out. We didn't. I mean, it wasn't like, a deal necessarily. She just told me that, she originally she said, she would have the baby for me, and then when she had the baby, she was like, nah. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess she did. So, I don't know. There's really, I mean, I don't really have any kind of a recourse. So, a Bilac for the Astros. But I mean, it was kind of, the whole thing was weird. Nolan Gorman. The whole thing was really weird. So, based on the dates, I'm skeptical that he's mine. She told us a due date, and then she came back and told us another due date. And then when she had the baby, he was 5 weeks early, the hospital said. But they're not 100% sure. But that doesn't work out. Because, I mean, we didn't have that kind of relationship. It was more of a... anyway, so, yeah. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I don't really know what to do about it, but... there it is. Oh, I love the boys. I volunteered for them to come. Well, they're homeless, but I mean, I volunteered for them to come and stay with us. Having the boys is like my favorite thing. But they're so used to. All right, they're used to stuff like this. They don't have a bedtime. They're 6 and 9. They have no bedtime. They go to bed when they fall asleep. They're not used to going to school like a whole week. Like if the last week they were before Thanksgiving break, they had missed Monday, gone to school Tuesday, Useta, right? So they missed one day, went to school one day, and then on Wednesday he didn't want to go to school. And I'm like, bro, you have to go to school. And he's like, well, I've only missed one day this week. I'm like, it's only been 2 days. What are you talking about? But like, if he's only missed one day that week, he feels like he can miss another day. That's, I mean, 71 out of 99 Campusano. So it's really, really, really tough. But like, they're not used to like bathing every night. They're not used to brushing their teeth at all. They're not used to changing their clothes. Like, they'll wear the same clothes. Like, okay, I'll send them. They'll leave my house, right, on Friday night for the weekend and come back on Monday wearing the exact same clothes. Or that's if I'm lucky. A lot of times they'll come back and they won't have their shoes. I'm like, where are your shoes? Where are your shoes, bro? And, I don't know. The 6-year-old, he never knows anything. I don't know where my shoes are. I left them in my grandmother's house, or I left them at my aunt's house, my TT's house. He has no idea. Ooh, that's a nice hit. Wensil Perez. 8 out of 25. Wensil Perez. That's kind of how my parents feel. My parents are pretty upset. But the way I look at it, the way I look at it is Jahmai Jones is, that's something that you can change your mind about. I mean, I don't know. I just figure Seth Beer. So it's been pretty hard. Because, I was really excited. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was pretty excited. Yeah, I already have the draft cases. I've got the draft cases right here. Their TT was like that too. Before she died, Leonise loved going to school, and when she got too sick to go to school, she would literally sneak out of the house in the morning and go to school anyway. It was crazy. Timmy Tebow. So like I don't know what to do. I mean, I didn't give her all the clothes because I wanted to keep some. Like some I thought were like I had this. It's stupid, but I had like this Thanksgiving outfit I had for him. You know. But oh, nice hit, Davy Garcia for the Yankees. Congratulations, Yankees. That's a nice card. I don't know what to do because, you know, I'm sure he's grown out of it by now, and now it's not Thanksgiving anymore. So I've got these Christmas outfits. So I don't, you know, I mean, part of me doesn't want to give them to her. I'm giving her a lot of clothes. You know, I spent hundreds of dollars on clothes. I just gave her everything. But I don't know. You know, I'm like, I bought this Christmas outfit. Go get your own Christmas outfit. Is that petty? Is that wrong? I don't even know. Well, I've got 16 cases to do. Danny Jansen, that's a photo variation. Danny Jansen. I've got 16 team randoms to do. I only wanted to do 12, but I ended up selling 16 by mistake. So I've got 16 of those. But they're jumbo and super jumbo, so they should be pretty fast. I'm pretty confident I'll get through those in day one. And then we would start either the 24 caser tomorrow or the next day. And then, you know, we would start the 100 caser after that. Tony Santillan. Yeah, I don't know. I just try to stay, you know, positive about it. Yeah, I don't know. She hasn't asked me for anything. Well, you know, since she asked me for the crib, but she hasn't, you know, like asked me for anything since then. Like she's not like asking me for money or, you know, anything like that. Rangers, Hans Kraus to 150. I like breaking them though. I really like draft. Draft's my favorite. The draft and then Bowman. Ortiz. I like Chrome, but not as much. Chrome's always been the redheaded stepchild. Only in the last couple years has it really stepped up. Joey Bart. You know, normally Chrome doesn't really have anything. It was always just draft and Bowman, and then, you know, Chrome was kind of like international signees, that kind of thing. yeah, that's true. Kybert Ruiz to 150. Juan Soto to 250. Kikuchi. Oh yeah, no problem. That's no problem. Perdomo for the D-backs. That's a nice hit to 499. It's one of the better names in there. So we've got Davy Garcia and Perdomo. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Royce Lewis to 250. Draft's gonna be so much fun, man. I want to just go grab some of the case, start busting right now, but I always promise that I still had a backlift. I always promise I would wait, until the next day. Because sometimes they come early just because UPS will get them here early, Um, and then I used to bust them at midnight, but people would complain, and then Tops would complain to Blowout, and then Blowout would complain to me. So to avoid that, I just start at 6 a.m. if I have them in advance. Some days I don't get them until the night of or something like that. It'll be release day at 9 p.m. before I get my cases. So I was glad they came in early. We had to rent a truck because I had them. Sometimes some products I have them hold for pickup, and the reason I do that is because for that same reason, if it's day of, I want to be able to go and pick them up first thing in the morning. I don't want to have to wait for the truck because the truck might not come until late at night, especially this time of year. Mike Ciani, that's a nice card. Mike Ciani. So we rented a U-Haul and went and picked him up. Christian Robinson. It's a nice card. Another D-back. Vladdy. But I'm just going to do this case. And then I'll do the others, as we go. I'm going to need a break from draft because draft gets, after a while you get pretty sick of it. You got to break something else, and then go back to it. But we're going to have a superfractor count. I don't know how many we're going to hit in 150 cases, but I'm pretty excited about it. I think tomorrow about 9 a.m. I was going to try at 6 a.m., but, right now it's 2 o'clock in the morning already. So, Eloy Jimenez. So, I won't start. I got to just go get some sleep. Because if I do it on no sleep, and I've done that before, I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that no sleep thing, man. I got to get some. Otherwise, I'll get sick. Because I'm going to, once I start breaking, I actually curl up in a blanket at the shop. So, what I'll do, right, is I'll break until I start to get sleepy. And once that happens, I'll finish the case that I'm on and I'll say, hey guys, I'm going to take a break, and I'll just curl up with a blanket on the floor of my office and, get like 45 minutes of sleep. And then I get up and then I go grab a coffee and start back up again. It's just crazy, a marathon, Thumbnail for every super? Wow, that's cool. I don't know if you know who Boomo is, but I had been doing these for a long time. And we were gearing up for a 50 caser. But I got scared. So I'm the first person that did 8 cases. Like, that was like this huge break at the time. I did 8 cases. Nobody had ever done 8 cases before. And then we went to 10. And then from 10 we went to 20. And then about 2012, everybody was saying, let's do a 50 caser. Let's do a 50 caser. But I got scared because, it's so much money. At the time, 50 cases, that would have been like $50,000. Not quite that much, maybe $40,000. And so I got scared, so I chickened out. And I did a 40 caser. And man, a 40 caser felt like that. I could have done 50 so easy. But anyway, I figured, hey, we'll just do 50 next one. Well, another breaker put a 50 caser up on eBay. And it was a player auction, And it was all the first person to ever do 50 cases, but they just copied everything I did. Just copied my model, copied everything. Which, it's not like I have a copyright on it, But it was kind of irksome, So when I first did the 100 caser, I made, first to 100 cases. But anyway, so I'm doing this 40 caser at the same time that this other breaker's doing a 50 caser. And somehow I got to be into this competition not between me. I wasn't in a competition, but the chat rooms and the other breaker were going crazy about hitting the first superfractor. So they hit the first superfractor, but it took like 30 cases, and then I hit one. So between the two of us, in 90 cases, we hit 2 supers, and neither one of them were an auto. That was 2012. Was it draft or Bowman? I don't even remember anymore. It was probably draft though. Probably 2012 draft. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get into all that, but yeah. Well, you're right. There was shilling going on between him and his backer, the guy that paid for the cases. Anyway, they must have. Kyle Wright, gold auto, 1 of 50, eBay 1 of 1. But they must have been pretty disappointed. I know I was about only hitting the 1 super. So that, and check this out. I've actually opened Pardino, 26 out of 50. I have opened more 2015 Bowman draft than any company on the planet. I've opened over 500 cases, maybe over 1,000. It's close to 1,000 cases. 1,000 cases of Bowman draft. 2015. I never hit, not one time, a super fractor auto from 2015 Bowman draft. I hit supers, I hit insert supers. I hit insert auto supers. I hit, base supers. I hit all kinds of stuff, but I never hit a super fractor prospect auto in 2015 draft. Never. That's a case hit, Mookie Betts. So some years, man, it's just, I don't know what. I can't tell you why. I did like 10 50 case breaks of 2015 Bowman draft. 50 casers. Oh man, how many cards? Oh my god, I have no idea. I mean, I've opened thousands of cases. I probably open close to 1,000 cases a year. It's pretty close to it. I mean, just between Bowman and draft, it's like 400, 500 cases every year. And then you add in stuff like Chrome and Topps Chrome and, even Series 1, 2 draft. It's pretty close to 1,000 cases a year I'll open. So, how many cards are in 1,000 cases? And then multiply that by basically a decade. That's how many cards. Yeah. That's another nice auto right there. Or Elvis. We hit the super fractor auto of this card. Or Elvis Martinez. We hit it for Hoos, who graded it. And I believe it was 9.510. You should. Do you have it in 50 cases or in 24 cases? Yeah, I mean, I think so. I know that in a 10 caser, sometimes it's hit or miss if you get color, but I think in 24 you probably will. But I haven't done the numbers on color. I'm really not sure. Usually I do like, how many color you can expect per prospect spot and stuff like that, but I just didn't have the time this year. Barucki. So 2 color rookies back to back. That's pretty nice. Julio Pablo. Kloffenstein. Blue Jays. So back-to-back Blue Jays autos. The Martinez a little bit better than the Kloffenstein. Look at this. Alejandro Kirk. It's a Blue Jays box, that's for sure. Tatis rookie. But it is crazy how many people used to do, Bowman breaks, and then how many of them are around anymore. Most of them are just long gone. When I first started in 2010, there was only a handful of people that did Bowman and Bowman draft. There was a lot of guys doing stuff like triple threads, you know, uh, stuff like that. Triple threads was like really big when I first started breaking, and when I look back at it now, I'm like, ugh. There's all these different one of ones of every card, and they're all stickers. I'm like, how did we like this? But I used to be so excited about doing an 18 box master case of triple threads. And the reason is you got a white whale guaranteed and a triple auto guaranteed. But the triple autos were stickers. But man, we used to eat that stuff up. we used to just love that stuff. I don't know what the heck. Vladdy. I don't know what in the world, man. Alejandro Kirk. But everybody wanted that white whale. Francisco Morales. White whale, one of one. And when you did a break, everybody was like, well, who is your whale? What was your white whale? Duran. And you're like, oh, it's this printing plate over here. Sully Matias. It's really turned around. Now it's all about the rookies. I think we're getting to a point where the rookies are going to be more popular than the prospect cards. Andres Jimenez for the Mets. I'm trying to give you the number there, but I can't get it to focus. There we go. 774293. JC 774293. So if you look it up, hopefully it's going to say, Andres Jimenez in a Arizona Fall League game. Wore this jersey. Sam Henches, Cleveland. Hopefully it doesn't say somebody else. Which has happened. So we don't want that to happen. Sam Henches, unless the somebody else is like Trout or something like that, but probably not for AFL. All right, guys, 2 boxes to go. Speaking of Trout, Phil, I saw that Trout you pulled. That was a pretty nice card, man. That slow roll was epic. All right, so 2 boxes left. It's a really nice patch, too. Austin Riley, rookie. Leonardo Jimenez. Nick Green, refractor. Andrew Nisner. Right, that's right. What is the letter for that one? It's the O from Trout. Yeah. Yeah, there's Wenzel Perez. That's pretty cool. Michael Kopech, rookie. Nice card. If you got the White Sox. Kyle Tucker. Phil, how much time do you spend? Wenzel Perez to go with the nice color auto we hit. How much time do you spend editing every video? Like on average. Angler. Two of the alumni, Bellinger. Bellinger and Red Sox, Mookie Betts. Bellinger and Betts is who we hit. It's pretty nice. Those are nice cards. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind, hit the thumbs up button for me. And like Phil says, subscribe and click the notification bell. Did you guys see how excited Phil got when he pulled that trout? He was like, it's Mike Trout. Your editor? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's super fancy, Phil. Lewis Brinson. The boys would say that's bougie. DeJong. Blaine Knight. Blaine Knight for the Orioles. They've had a couple autos, the Orioles. Well, he does a pretty good job. Perdomo, or she, I don't know. Whoever it is, they do a good job. I like the editing. Connor Scott. All right, last mini box. Pete Alonso. I've got another Transcendent break. Should be close to full. I need to push that one, fill it up. Blowout's been asking me to fill it so I can pay him the money. Feltner for the Rockies to 250. We had good color in here. Good color in this case. I like it. Cam Rogner, Brewers. Eloy Jimenez. All right, guys. So that's that. I will do this recap, post it all on the thread. I got you. Okay, so non-auto. We've got Rogner, DeJong, Bellinger for the Dodgers, Englert, Kopech, Perez, Henches, Kirk, Barucki, Hudson, Mookie Betts. That's a case hit. We hit two, but you know. Pardino to 50. Pineda, Encarnacion, Prado, 2 cent, Robinson, Royce Lewis, Juan Soto, cool card. Kybert, Joey Bart, Hans Kraus, Santillan, Jansen, that's a case hit also. That's the photo variation. Abreu, Jones, Campusano, Tukey 2 cent, gold rookie, nice card. Campusano, Miguel Cabrera, Jelly, Austin Warner to 25, 13 of 25, and Denneberg, Mason Denneberg. So those are your non-auto. There were some nice cards in there. These are your autos. We've got Feltner, purple Feltner, Knight, Perez, Leonardo Jimenez. That's a nice card. Henches, Andres Jimenez. I like this a lot better if it's a patch. It's still cool, but it's not patch cool. Morales, Kloffenstein, or Elvis. That's a nice card. Kyle Wright, gold rookie auto. The rookies in this are really rare, so the gold rookie's nice. Hernandez, McKenna, Ciani, Perdomo refractor auto. That's a nice card. Ortiz, Feltner, Davy Garcia. That's a great hit for the Yankees. Wenceal Perez, 8 of 25, true orange. Uceta, Bilac, Peyton Henry, Zach Brown, Tyler Phillips refractor, Duran refractor, and Brian Abreu for the Astros. So I think it was a good case. A lot of nice cards. I do have some. I do have some sapphires sitting around. If you want me to open some sapphire for you, brother, I got you. I will do it. 90 seconds a box. I can pull it off. Let me get a photo here, and I'll put up the color in one photo, and then I'll put the, the bigger names in the other photo. Put two little photos up. I would like to start it tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure we'll start it, but I'll know more as the day goes on tomorrow. I do have 16 cases that I should do first, but what I might do is just do the first 12, do case 13 of the last one so that those guys at least get a taste, and then come back in and start the 24 caser, the 20 caser. So yeah, no, I got you, brother. I got you. That's got to be one of your editor guy. He's got to put in the I got you. I don't know how it would work in your video, but I'm just saying. It's super cool. 10 Phil. I'll do 10 for you. 5, 10, whatever you want. I got you. No problem. Bowman Chrome Hobby. That's all I'm going to put. And then I'm going to put that. All right, let me save this video, guys.